All right. There we go. We're here. We made it. Somehow, miraculously. You know, when you have too much to do after work and you have plans, sometimes it's just like that. So, hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, whenever you are. Hello. I'm a practical eccentric and I'm here for Dreamlight Valley. Because I don't have the brain capacity to choose anything else at the moment. And that's fine, because sometimes you just need cozy, regular activities to keep your sanity. All right, let us start with the quote of the night, shall we? The quote of the night is, "Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough." And that is from Og Mandino. And I'm not fully struggling at the moment, feeling like I'm failing at things. I'm dealing with some stagnation, I think, is what I'm dealing with, and also starting to let some of the stuff that's coming, the stuff that I need to deal with in the near to immediate future, I was starting to let it overwhelm me today, and I was like, uh-oh. So I need to not get into a procrastination cycle. There are some benefits for me for procrastination cycles, because eventually I will have to do the things, and if I put them off long enough, then there will be a urgency to do them. But I'm trying to get away from procrastination. I was a procrastinator all through, I don't know, middle school, high school, all of that. So I have lots of experience with it, which can be beneficial when deadlines are tight. But also, I can trap myself, and it can lead to stress that's really not necessary. So I have enough time for it not to be that. But if I continue to dilly-dally, then I will, you know, it will get me. So I'm making some steps, taking some steps, learning some tricks, executing some things. But there's still a laundry list of stuff, and I'm letting it fester, accumulate, loom over myself. And I can't do that for too long if I want to kind of maintain the momentum that I currently have. So while I don't think failure is exactly the right word, this quote still felt right for where I am at the moment, and that moment may just be today, it may just be this week, it may just, you know, or it may linger. I'm hoping to, like, there was some stuff that I needed to get done, and I got that stuff done, and I was like, sweet, I feel good. And then I started like mentally listing all of the things that I still have that are coming quickly, and went, oh. So it's like, don't toot your own horn too fast, because otherwise you're gonna run into a brick wall while you're busy tooting your horn. So it'll be okay. I have determination, and it's pretty damn strong. So, in all aspects, like it's not just, you know, content creation, it's not just work, it's not just home, it's not just school stuff for my kids. There's something in at least all of my columns that's imminent or close, and I just kind of gotta keep, you know, methodically chipping away at the whole mountain from all sides in order to not be overtaken. And like I said, I'm determined. I'm determined to make it through. I mean, the time's gonna pass, right? It's coming whether I like it or not. So I might as well maintain hope, try and be, you know, have clarity, and not screw around too much. You screw around too much, kids. But yeah, not super complicated thoughts, just Failure will not overtake me. I have that determination. So hi, how are you? I'm doing all right overall. Hello, Bama Cozy Gamer. How are you this evening, morning, day, wherever you are, whenever you are. Hopefully I had my spreadsheet up with my quote on it so that I could read my quote. So hopefully you did not come and go in that time. But I hope you're doing well. I still have all kinds of stuff to do. But the Star Path is officially over. So huzzah. I'm trying to dip my toe into some different content creators to see how they feel. Like, I get turned off real quick when there's lots of complaining involved, because I'm trying to not let the negative overtake my brain. And so it's like, okay, I'm willing to give people more than like a video chance. You know, I want to give them like, I want to look and see all the different kinds of content they're putting out to see, you know, how they are and how they talk about stuff. Because I don't need more negativity. There's lots of negativity, so I'm trying not to harp on that and doing well. Usually I just am like, I'm not gonna look. But I've had some recommendations recently, and I'm like, oh, all right, I'll look and see. So I did that today, and of course they were doing a reset day, because a lot of people do reset day stuff, which I kind of do. I mean, we can look at stuff. I'm not going to show you everything, because so one of the things that I dealt with was my dream snaps, and my video for that comes out tomorrow. And I did not make it through editing it this morning, so I looked at my husband and I'm like, I have to come home and I have to immediately set up my stream stuff so that I can immediately address the rest of my video for Friday. And I'm done. I still have some stuff I have to check, like double check, because I obsessively double check everything. And then get it set up for tomorrow. But I made it through almost everything I need to do. And the stuff I need to do is really just last minute to ease that overly critical overthinking part of my brain that gets all anxious when I don't double, triple check everything. So I will appease that part of my brain later after the stream. But the new snap is take a hike. So I actually had a good idea for, well, in my opinion, and a good idea for me means I had an idea. As opposed to this last week where my idea was not something I was ever going to create. So I think it turned out all right. I like the black and white. And none of the people I voted on were black and white. I did see, like, I think it's in one or two Facebook groups that I'm in. I can't even remember now. Where I'll see like people's dream snaps, and there were several people that did like, or maybe one or two. I don't know. Several sounds like too many, but I don't know if it's just one or two, or maybe I saw the same ones over and over again. But they did like a half and half. So they had like, they'd set it up to where half their stuff was black and white and half the stuff was in color, which was really cute. And I was like, yep, this is why I'm an amateur. But she turned out all right, my little black and white girly. And then the voting came in for the bookworm style, and this was mine. I think I only got 900. I posted it on. I for the videos when the results come in, I pin a comment to the video so that I can have all my dream snaps, like what I made off of it, because I'm kind of curious. It's almost like a log of, hopefully by the end of this year, 52 different dream snaps and like how that all went. But I liked her. She was not in the top 3. She was, what, 900? So not the bottom 2 tiers, but that third to bottom tier. It's fine. I don't do it for the moonstones. The moonstones are a delicious byproduct. The top submissions were pretty cute this week. I liked the fact that there wasn't going to be tons of the lighting effects. Like, this person still obviously had like a candle and the flowers and stuff, but it wasn't like 14 million fireflies and all of the, you know, fireworks and all of that. This person also did some extra lighting, but it looks like it doesn't wash her out completely. So this one was pretty cute too. And then this one was pretty cute. She's super cute. Anyway, I wish her head didn't get kind of blended into this chair in the background, but that's all right. Who am I to judge? I'm not. So I think she looks cute. I always wish I could see them more when like they put like it's better full screen, but like it looks like she's got a chair growing, like a chair back growing out of her head. But I mean, every dream snaps I do, I'm like, oh, and I realize I've like somebody's blinking or something is misplaced or like the angle isn't quite right, and I'm just like, well. So cute. That is my cursory reset day. I don't know if I'm going to buy anything from the shop this week. I feel like there was something I was tempted by, and I was like, well, let's see how our moonstones do. And since the moonstones weren't like super awesome, I don't know. This is so expensive. I know it's 10% off, but his boat does look very cute. Oh, there was another set of umbrellas, which aren't expensive. And I'm still tempted to get it. Still tempted. This is very cute. I like the Savannah living room set. I like the this little fireplace. I think that's adorable. And then I want to know how big this rug is. You know? Like, is it the size of the other circular rugs we have, or is it as big as like the snowflake rug? I really like some more large rugs. And then that table's pretty cute. That chair's pretty cute. But I don't know. I mean, 1,500 moonstones isn't bad considering what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects. That's what 300 moonstones an object. So anyway, I don't know. I have a week to debate and or be stingy about it, which is probably what I will do. What have I done today? Have I done everything today? I feel like I played a little bit this morning. Did I actually play this morning? Well, where's Remy? It'll tell me. Is he around? I don't see him. Is he in his restaurant? Is he over here somewhere? Got stuff in the shop that you don't. Really? Is it under the tab of recommendations, maybe? Is it under this section? Because I've wondered if this is like more tailored to the player and like the stuff in the limited time, and because I know these two were in other people's lists, but I didn't really pay attention because you know, people can recommend all they want, but if I'm being stingy, I'm being stingy. I know somebody said this and this. I feel like I saw that. But I've wondered about this recommended section being more for a person, like the individual. So I'm curious. But I don't know. Al's Toy Barn, yes. I'm tempted to get Al's Toy Barn. I feel like it was pricey. I'm really stingy with my moonstones, though. I mean, I've got 11K, and I'm still like, I don't know if I want to spend 1,200. But I figure if I don't get something and I miss out on it, that, you know, it'll either come back around. And I guess this has not been around for a while. One of the things I saw was that this hadn't been around for a while. Like, I feel like the thumbnail said like 2 years or something, like the rarest bundle, and I'm like, should I buy this because it's not been available? But I mean, it's cute. It's cute. I'm not dying for it though, and I like Art Deco stuff. I don't know. I have some time to think about it. But yes, I do not have Al's Toy Barn. I'm sure it was because it was more moonstones than what I wanted to spend, and I wasn't decorating then. I will. Ooh, and thank you. I believe that is on the Twitch side of things, if I am savvy enough, which I am not. I believe that's on, yes, the Twitch side. I changed my alerts so that I could have YouTube and Twitch. And then I was like, oh wait, I have one on the left side of my screen and the one on the right side of my screen. And then I couldn't remember which one was which. I'm going to go get a gardener and get some pumpkins, because I actually bought enough things from Scrooge's shop, I want to say yesterday that I actually reached the item limit, which I have never done before, with it being, what, like 1,000 items or something? I was like, oh, because I was just like, buy it all, give it to me. Like, I want like 14 million of everything. That's not true. But like, I was buying things up to quantities of 5, 10, or even 20, depending on what it was, just so that I can have plenty of wiggle room when it comes to actually decorating. I did not grab a gardener. I just wandered away from everything. Okay, did I even pass a gardener? I don't think so. Who's around? Who's around? Nobody's around that's a gardener. Oh, good. My little one has discovered the drum again. So even though y'all can't hear it, I'm hearing the drumming antics of a 7-year-old. On like a little hand drum. But, ooh, hello, Pumbaa. Alright. I wish I could make Ariel and Ursula, I wish they could have tasks assigned to them. Because I've never really, I mean, apart from friendship building, I've never hung out with them. And actually, I don't even know if I hung out with them for that. I think it was like all gifts and quests, and it's been so long now. I don't even remember. I don't remember how I became their friends. I'm sure gifts was part of it. Jack's not a gardener. Who did I come in here to get? Maribel. Maribel has been like my go-to gardener person as of late. All right. What else? What else did I feel like oh, they were speculating that we may have to wait an extra week after the the Star Path. You get like a week to spend your tokens or whatever. And I think a lot of people, including myself, was hoping that once that week was over, then they'd be like, and now there's another update. But usually I feel like, and I agree with the person I was watching this morning, they would have said something by now. Like, you know, they usually do like some teasers and stuff. And I have not seen anything. Doesn't mean I haven't missed anything, because that's always a possibility. But I wouldn't be surprised, let's see, if it's not next week. Because that would probably be Wednesday of next week. I don't know if they'll be done by the 12th. Maybe the 19th or even the 26th. Because I don't know. It depends. It depends on everything that they're doing. Because I'm sure there'll be a new Star Path. There's supposed to be the Aladdin stuff that was teased in the roadmap. Whatever that may be. Whatever characters that may be. I think everyone is pretty convinced right now that it's going to be Jasmine and Aladdin. And it seems fair based on the teasing we've gotten. But it'd be interesting to see if they like pulled a fast one on us, and I still think it would be funny if it ended up being a Boo. Although I think a Boo wouldn't be a companion. I still think he would be a skin for the monkeys. But that's not base game. That would have to be an Eternity Isle thing, right? Because monkeys aren't in the base. But yes, I definitely felt better about this week's Dream Snap than I did about last week's Dream Snap. So that was fun. And, what else? What else? Oh, my new decor video. So I finally, after what? 5 rooms. I've only done 5 rooms. So I'm not very far into the whole decorate everything. But I hit my first real brick wall of what the hell do I do with this room? So I mentioned it in my last stream, but my next room is a lounge. And I struggled with that room because I had some ideas that I was like, I'm committed. And then I felt like I shouldn't have committed to this. This is torture. But it was an interesting exercise in how do I deal with the limitations of what's available in the game. Because there are some definite, as much stuff as we have, there's some definite limitations right now. If you're going for certain kind of vibe or a certain kind of aesthetic or a color palette, there are certain limitations that it's like, oh, until you actually try and do a thing that involves those color palettes and vibes and all of that, you don't really see like what's missing. It was kind of like, oh, hey, Yaya, how you doing? In and out getting a kiddo to bed. I can sympathize with that. I'm so glad that I don't have to try and juggle that with streaming. Although usually when I take my break, the kids are sometimes... Oh, I did not do Remy's quest today. What? All right, we'll do that in a minute. They're still up, and I'm just like, why aren't you people in bed? And I'll look at my husband like, oh, I know. I was just letting them get in a few extra minutes. No, send these guys to bed. Anyway. And then I go out and I give stern tones and stern looks, and then they all go, oh, okay, we'll do that. Not every time, but there are times where I'm like, why are these people still awake? But, oh, more pumpkins. I need so much money. I had over 4 million gold, and then I bought 1,000 objects. And I had, does it even say how much I had? I sold pumpkins this morning. Yeah, I have 528,000. You're good. Thankfully, she's usually easy. That's nice. We'll get the middle one to bed later. Yeah, well, and they go through different stages where they are easier or more difficult. They're both kind of in a difficult phase. Although my oldest right now, I'm kind of at the point where I'm just like, if you end up sleep deprived, that's on you, man. Because he's eventually going to have to learn those harsh lessons that we all have to learn, where it's like, I can stay up till 3 and get up at 5 and be fine. And no, but I can't make him understand those lessons. He has to experience them. So I can do my best. But he's 14 now, so you know, we're closer to more self-responsibilities than not. So fingers crossed it won't be too painful, those lessons, but I can't save him from himself. Doesn't take long to go through gold, especially if you're working on a build and keep changing your mind. Yeah, well, that's part of the reason I'm kind of doing what I'm doing, where I'll spend several days where I'll just do a whole run of pumpkins, because that's usually all I have time for, is just pick them and plant them, and then the next morning I'll pick them and plant them, and then if I get to like 2.5 million coins, I'll go and I'll try and bulk out some of my furniture stock for things I think I'll need. So now that I had at least 2 of everything in my inventory, I was like, I'll go back and I'll look for chairs, or, oh, what else do I feel like I use a lot of? Windows, doors, fencing, paving, those things that you can buy, because I just know that if I, like when I did my dining room, I needed more than the 2 chairs that I had. I used 6 total, but then I wanted to keep extras just in case I wanted that chair again. So I was like, oh, I'll just go kind of start filling out some of that stuff. And whether or not it's overkill or not is kind of irrelevant to me. I do try and save, usually I try and save 1 million coins, so that if I need to go buy anything for a snap or a room that I'm doing, then I don't shoot myself in the foot. I was actually really nervous. What was it? I was nervous about something. Oh, I was nervous about the lounge, because I actually maxed out Scrooge's shop and then was going to go decorate my lounge. And I'm like, oh no, what if I need to buy something from Scrooge's shop and I have to wait? We're at the point with the oldest to leave him be. If he makes poor choices, he will have to suffer yeah, exactly. Suffer those consequences, because those are the lessons. I mean, I told him, because we really need him to start waking up on his own. And one of the harshest lessons for me, and it's not like it only happened once, was when I had to go wake my mom up because I missed the bus and had to wake her up to take me to school. And I hated doing that. I always felt so bad. Oh, good. Let's go right. That's fine. Turn my Plateau Island into a huge pumpkin farm. Yeah, I've seen lots of massive farms on there. Actually, if Bama is still in here, since you said you got Al's Toy Barn, I did see a really cute design. Somebody had turned one of their floating islands into a giant farm, and they used Al's Toy Barn as the farm, like the barn for their farm. It was really cute. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's a really cute idea, but I wasn't doing decorating at the time, like, in earnest, so I was like, well, so. Yeah, I have done diddly squat with the floating island. Something happened that sounds time. Oh, it's that. I hate this one. I hate this. Although I did finally realize that one of my biggest mistakes was not using my glider to run around and grab those things when they pop out like that. Because I never could get them all, and now I can occasionally get all of the things that pop out if nothing's in my way. Farm on a floating island. Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn about it. I like having stuff that I do regular. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's pretty convenient here. I don't know if it'd be super inconvenient to have it on a floating island. But I'm not interested in relocation at this time. So maybe one day. I haven't started doing any of my outdoor spaces yet. I thought about once I finished the 3rd floor that I might do an outdoor space. That was my brain got there. I got there. Love the one Horrible Gaming made. I have not. It's another creator. I'm gonna have to write it down. Do we recommend Horrible Gaming? Are they on YouTube? The YouTubes? Because I will have to write them on my list. Nora. We do. Okay. Is that the same person? Nora is Horrible Gaming, or are these two different people? I'm gonna have to start like an actual page, not just posties. Okay. Because I took a cursory look at my day old tea. I didn't stay long. My day old tea. She's definitely got a very cutesy thing going on, though. Not that I complain about that, but sometimes I'm like, I need it to be a little bit darker. Although that's difficult to do in this game. And then Kira's Valley. I have not watched Kira's Valley yet. But I did look at a video of Tanny Games this morning. It was her reset. So. Nora is her name. Okay. But Horrible Gaming, I'm assuming, is her channel. Horrible Gaming. Go in there and be like, hi, Nora. You don't know me. No. Sometimes interacting with people online is so weird. Like, there are people I have watched for years and years and years, and it's just a chronic lurker. And then I want to comment, and I want to talk, like, familiar with them, because, like, not everybody reads all their comments and everything, but you just never know. But it's like, how do you be like, hey, I'm talking to you like I know you. This is the first time I've ever commented, but I've been watching you for like 10 years. It's very strange. Interacting online is very odd to me. I struggle a lot with like communication through like text and threads and stuff. It's much more difficult for me to do that than it is for me to do this, which I feel like is the reverse for a lot of people. Like face to face is easier for me. Not that your faces are here, but like in real life. It's easier. I feel like I need to over communicate when I'm writing, and then I delete things because I'm like, I'm going on too long. I need to just shut up and not leave a comment. And then another one you like is Opal. Is that her channel? I'll write it down. Opal. I feel like I've seen that, so that... Seen that crop up. I did something I've been threatening to do for a while. I did finally look at... I've been in the Dreamlight Valley Discord for a while, but Discord stresses me out. It goes back to that whole, okay, I did do these things, so I don't need to do these things. I'm going to go check Daisy's boutique, and then we'll find Remy. I can get rid of Mirabelle, though. Lovely to have you. Goodbye. But I did get into the Discord and look for... I'm saying goodbye. Look for a place for suggestions, and lo and behold, like I suspected they probably would, they do have a whole section for suggestions. So I went ahead and put one of my suggestions in to... Where was it? It was in the cooking section. And so I need to go find... I only have like 3 on my spreadsheet. Surprise. What's the challenge today? Oh, I didn't do her challenge today. I really didn't do anything this morning. I guess I did pumpkins and that was it. But, so now I need to go find my list of ideas that I've remembered to write down, and then hopefully I will think of more and occasionally go over to their Discord. Avoid Discord like the plague. Take you a couple of streams to warm up to a streamer and groupies. Yep. I completely understand that. And sometimes it's almost like jumping into double dutch. It's just like, how do you even begin when everyone seems to know each other? I feel like lurking is like being a wallflower in the virtual space. Okay, so Moana, simple and calm. Simple, calm. Do I want to throw sporty in there? I feel like it probably won't do with this stuff that I have already, but maybe we can throw Moana's stuff in there and see what happens. Yeah, especially with big content creators where it's just like there's so many people. That's so intimidating sometimes. Okay. It doesn't matter. Just stick a thing in there. It won't matter. It's fine. It's fine. Just go in there. Okay, so now I need sporty and foliage. So we'll reset and we'll just do... Is there sporty foliage in this game? We're about to find out. No. Surprise! There is no athletic plant in this game. There, we'll do that. Be back soon. Alrighty. Parenting duties, parentals. There we go. Reset. I don't think I need anything else, right? I can just go into... Oh, yes, I did get that Yzma's bundle. The Emperor's New Groove stuff. I'm so ready. Oh, and those potions are huge. If you have not seen them, these things are freaking massive. I was so surprised how big. I mean, I know it says giant potion, but I expected it to be like 4 squares that sits on a table, not like a freaking statue. It's amazing. It's so large. I haven't even looked at these yet. They're so big. It's funny. Love those. Yeah. Well, and now that I have a list of rooms that I'm doing for... I'm looking for foliage, right? This counts as foliage. We'll just put this in here. And we'll just pretend... How do I not have Moana? Was this not Moana, this table? Oh, you know what? I thought I still had the Moana skirt on this. Oh, damn it. I keep not wanting to reset that. And then I wear it like it's not what I'm already wearing. Okay. But one of the rooms I want to do is an Evil Lab. And then as soon as I realized I wanted to do an Evil Lab, I was like, oh no, I don't have Yzma stuff. And then it came back in the shop and I was like, yes. Sometimes the universe does answer you. All right, so we need to do Moana and Sporty. Will that work for me? Where's the Sporty? There it is. Okay. Sporty. Moana. All. Boo. All right. What is Sporty? And we'll put these shoes on. And then we will reset and do Moana. And sure. I should just do like a random number picker and then just have it pick a number, and that's the number item that I have to put on that character and see how weird the outfit gets. because that sounds interesting.
Just who I wanted to see.
Wonder what they're watching out there. There is company. Yes, thank you. Oh, and then I want to do this. And I want to go back to my favorite. Equip. And then we can take back our stuff. Because you can't keep it, Daisy. I won't let you. Alright. Oh, and now the 7-year-old's fussing. Probably because the 14-year-old's being obnoxious. Or they're annoying each other. Because that's always possible, too. Alright.
Can I talk to you?
This place is
God. Sometimes they all are just like... The human is here! Descend! Descend upon them! Alright. Stitch. What do you want? Oh, Lord, it's the 5 of everything. Okay, it sounds like a challenge, but I'll do it. Yes, yes. Yeah, I saw one of the suggestions was people not wanting to do Remy's quest every day. Oh my god, look at this fog! Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it. And I was like, I don't know, man. I want all the raw iron. I also was like, you just ignore that. You don't have to do it. Just because he's there and the little icon is there, you don't have to click him. Don't click him. It's fine. But, you know, everybody's got their thing that bothers them, right? 2, 3. Oh my gosh, I ate so much orange chicken. This is what happens when you come home and you're like, I have a lot to do. Just shove the food in as fast as possible. And then you're like, I probably shouldn't have eaten that much. But it's like, too late. It's too late. There was no pacing this evening. It was just get it in the face and move along. It tasted good, even if I was eating it super fast. But it's one of my husband's favorite quick and easy. Like, we get a frozen thing of it, and they were on sale when I went shopping on Monday, so I got him 2 boxes, which is really 4 dinners. And, not that we're gonna have 4 of them back to back to back, because we get sick of food like that. Like, too many nights in a row is too much. Tonight's meal was to break up the... how big was it? Like a 7-pound pork roast or something. My mom was, at Christmas, was like, hey, we got this pork roast. We're probably not gonna eat it. I feel like I probably made too many fish sandwiches. It's fine. Okay. But... so they brought it over, and it took, like, a day and a half to defrost it. And then my husband was like, I don't know if I can cook this all at once, because we have a crock pot and we have a foodie, which is like an Instant Pot, or, you know, like a pressure cooker mixed with a fryer, air fryer. But it's a stove, not a stove, a countertop one. And, oh, I thought I made 5 of these. Did I not make 5 of these? I thought I made 5 of these. Is this the 5th one? I think so. Okay. Okay, I can math. I can math and talk. It's fine. So he ended up cooking almost all of it, except for he had to cut this big bone out of it. So he ended up cooking the bone after he finished cooking the rest of the roast. But tonight's orange chicken was to help break up the monotony of that much roast, because... and I told him, I'm like, I don't think we need to get these big of portions of stuff anymore, because we've been doing a lot to... he's the cook, so I had to figure out ways to help him feel better about cooking more often and doing less convenience stuff, especially since our oven's been out. And we got a pretty good handle on it, so now we've got to, like, shift our purchasing habits, because we did a meal delivery kit for a while, and that worked out really well, because it helped get everyone to try different flavors, different stuff, and then also get him a lot more practice doing a variety of sauces and dishes and cooking and all of this. So now we can be like, okay, we have all these recipes that we have tried out and gotten into our rotation. Now how do we, you know, buy our foodstuffs to, you know, more regularly change up our eating, as opposed to I make 3 different dishes And if it was me cooking, it would be like, I make 3 different casseroles. And breakfast for dinner because, you know, that's great. All right. I'm not actually paying attention to what he's saying because I've done this before. This is probably the 3rd time I've done this particular one. Yes, he eats too much because that was a lot of food. 10,000. Forgot how much he gave me for that. That's nice. Did he give me raw iron too? Do I get 2 rounds of raw iron for that? Oh, very nice. Where the hell is Remy? Don't run away. Don't turn around. Okay, I just was like, wait, what song was that by Ace of Base?
Hey, it's you.
Oh yeah. Deep in my teenage brain recesses.
Huh?
Alright. I can pull that song out. My son and I the other day were going through some songs that I hadn't heard in probably 25 years, and I was like, oh my god. Where's my music app? I have to get some of these in the rotation. Oh, should I unload this stuff? I feel like I should unload the boxes. When was the last time I did it? Oh, I do have quite a bit in here. Well. I could do that. I need to eat. Well, why look, a fish sandwich. Why look, 2 fish sandwiches. The bloat you would experience if you ate the way you eat in this game. But yes, the other thing I wanted to do was actually look through the suggestions in the Discord just to see. Because there's part of me that's like, it'd be nice to piggyback on other people who have the same suggestion. And then there's another part of me that's like, these threads are really long. If I just put it in the mix, theoretically, it would be like multiple voices on the same, you know, topic or whatever. I don't know what they use to actually go through their suggestions, because there were a lot. And they have them categorized, so it's not like just a free-for-all. They have multiple sections within the suggestions channel. I don't know what they're called in Discord. For the different topics. So there's one for cooking, there's one for like user experience, there's one for crafting, resources, something. There's multiples in there. Furniture, I think, was one. Like furniture ideas, character suggestions. But there's a few I'd like to get in the mix. The reason I did the one that I did, besides the fact that I get super annoyed when I think I'm cooking a new recipe and then it turns out to be like crackers or something stupid. It's like, ugh. I just want to preview. Like, if I've already unlocked the recipe and I throw ingredients in thinking it's going to be this 4 or 5 star dish, and it turns out to be something like a 1 or 2 star dish, and Remy's all excited, and you're like, ooh, it must be this combination, and then it's something you've already made, just show me that that's what I'm going to make. You're not giving me, like, I guess you are giving me information in a way, but it's not like you're tipping your hand too much about what the dish I don't know is. You're just letting me know, hey, the ingredients you put in there are going to produce this. You've already made that. Don't make it if you don't want to make it. Because that gets to be frustrating. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I didn't really have a plan for tonight. I just know I need to grind. I could go get glimmers. I really don't need a character companion for that. You know what I should do, though? I should... Where'd she go? She was just here. It's not you. Did she go up the hill? Yes. I should go scour the Forgotten Lands. Darkwood. Till the end of time. I did see lots of people making suggestions for being able to upgrade your chests. Like, take this chest and then use it to craft an upgraded version, like a medium chest or something. Kind of like they do with the ancient, pardon me, machines. And I wouldn't mind seeing that. I saw lots of people suggesting a recycling system, or at least a sellback system for like furniture and stuff. Ooh, what? Why are you beeping at me? Don't beep at me. Oh, good. School announcements. Fantastic. My son's gonna go to his Valentine's dance next week. I was like, oh, he's got a friend who's going with him. So that's sweet. Although I was like, so do you have an outfit you want to wear? And he's like, well, I want to wear my suit. And I'm like, do we need to have it cleaned for you? And he's like, oh, probably. I'm like, okay. Do you want to get your... I don't want to call her his date since they're friends. He didn't seem like he's had crushes before, and he does get that very typical red in the face talking about them like they're just a friend, and it's like, okay. But this one was more like it's a genuine friend thing. But I'm like, do you want to get her anything? And he's like, well, maybe a rose. So I wonder if there's a little bit there, but not to the point where he's like, you know, like 14-year-olds are prone to do. But so we'll go get, and he wants a haircut. Now he's been wanting a haircut, so that's not like he wants to get really spruced up, but I think he does want to look nice for the dance. So we'll go get his suit cleaned, and we'll go get him a haircut, and go get a flower. Or maybe he's getting better about feeling confident enough to be like, oh yeah, we're going to the dance, and not act all, you know, young, giggly and awkward and prone to blushing. You're back. Welcome back. And congrats on getting one of them down. Yeah, my little one used to be much easier to get into bed. And he's 7 now, so he's gotten into a defiant era, which not terribly shocking, but it is still like, dude, who are you? Oh yeah, you're just older now. And they go, you know, I think it's so funny. People talk about like the terrible 2s and the terrible 3s and all that. It's like every age has its problems, has its difficulties, and has its benefits, like has its bonuses, you know? Like, my 14-year-old, I feel like, has gotten to the point where he can... There are still some horror movies. Horror is my favorite genre, full disclaimer. That's, like, my favorite thing. And there are movies I cannot wait to share with him. But there were things that he was not ready for, not this last Halloween, but the Halloween before. Like, he just didn't seem like he was ready for them. I don't know if it's me being overprotective or if it's just... I'm hoping that it's more about me reading, like, the kind of person he was at the time. But by the time we got to Halloween last year, I was like, oh, crap. So sometime in between the previous Halloween and this Halloween, you were more than ready for these. And so now I feel like we're late, because what did we watch this year? We watched Scream, and we finished Halloween, because the year before we tried to watch it, and it was one of those nights where I fell asleep really early, and then he disappeared. So we finished watching the original Halloween, and then we watched A Nightmare on Elm Street. And we watched the first It, the remake. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else, like, major that we watched. But there's some movies I know he's not ready for, but... in my town, I don't know if this is nationwide or whatever, but one of the movie theaters does, like, they'll do screenings now of older movies. They'll do, like, remasters or re-releases or something, and they're doing Hellraiser. And I was like, maybe I should take my kid to see Hellraiser in the theater. Hellraiser's so gross. My brothers couldn't handle horror movies. I was watching Stephen King with my dad starting at 5, 6. Yeah, and it's funny because it's like I feel like I'm not being overly protective for him. I feel like it was probably more that I didn't think he was ready. Like, I didn't let him watch It for the longest time because he's the older brother, and he is very much heart on his sleeve. He can get really emotional, and I was like, I don't even think it's about the blood and the guts and all of that. It was more about, I don't know how you're gonna feel. Is this spoilers? Do people need spoiler warnings for the story about it? I will give it a second before I continue. Sticks. I want all these sticks. But before I continue, it's a content thing. It's a how it would relate to him as a person kind of thing, as opposed to a blah, 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 as opposed to like the guts and the jump scares and stuff like that. Okay, I've given a few. I've given a few seconds. This is your spoiler warning for it if you don't know. But he's the older brother, and because of the dynamic that happens between the main character and his brother Georgie, I was like, I don't know how you'll handle that. I don't know how much you're going to project. I don't need to be in here. Why am I in here? I don't know how much you're going to project, like, how you feel about your brother with how Bill that's his name, Bill, feels about Georgie and the guilt he carries. We haven't watched the second part yet. What do I have in my person? I have this. That is my crew. My kids, I don't think, are ready for it. Well, and some people are less inclined for horror, which is totally fine. It just happens to be my favorite. But I remember, so my best friend in middle school, in 6th grade, her mom let her watch everything. So I watched, well, there was only like, what, 2, maybe 3 Hellraisers out at the time. And I don't remember how many Freddy. So I watched all the Freddy Krueger movies with her. I watched all of the Hellraiser movies. I mean, we just watched a ton of horror, and we were in 6th grade. So what, 12? I was young for my grade. I graduated at 17 because they tried to hold me back because my birthday's kind of late, and my parents insisted. That was back when parents could still do that, because now they're like, hard date, cut off. Nope. But so I turned 18 the year I graduated, just after after graduation. So I might have been 12 at the time, but I was watching all that stuff, and my kid is now 14, and I feel like he's just started, like, well, not just, but like he's ready now. So he's a bit later than I was. But we've had the discussion before about, I mean, it's not like my parents weren't paying attention, but I don't know if they were like as restrictive on some of that stuff. Although my mom wouldn't let me read Stephen King books for a while. I think it was in 6th grade when she finally let me read Eyes of the Dragon, because that's a more fantasy novel. This is Not Where Flowers Live. And I can't remember if, like, right away she would let me start reading more Stephen King, but she made me read that one first to kind of see how it was, and then as soon as she let me read more books, I was just like, oh, give it to me. I want all the creepy stuff. And I was the kind of person where she'd be like, I don't know if you've read. Oh, okay. Be right back. We'll see you soon. But I don't know if you've read a lot of Stephen King stories or his short stories, but there's a collection called Nightmares and Dreamscapes, and one of them is about a reign of, like, killer toads. And my mom was like, don't read this during a rainstorm. So I made sure it was in the middle of the night during a really hard thunderstorm, and then I read it, because I was like, I want to be terrified. And I wasn't, but it was fun. it was a good time. I was all about it. But I have the last movie I was actually genuinely scared, like had nightmares about, was we went and saw, and this is comical, we went and saw Little Shop of Horrors, the musical, in the theaters, and I had a nightmare that I was being eaten by the plant, and I had to go sleep with my mommy. And that was the last time I really had nightmares about a movie. Now, I have been disturbed by movies as an adult, but nothing that gave me nightmares or like I felt like I couldn't watch it or shut it off. You know, there are definitely some things that have been disturbing, and there are things that bother me more now, particularly because I'm a parent, and projecting, right? Putting yourself in the shoes of the characters or whatever. But I have not been scared to the point of nightmares since, what was that? Was that 1989? So I was, what, like 8? Didn't read the books until adulthood. Parents moved a lot, so I couldn't really keep books. They didn't want to move them around. Don't blame them. I work in a library. I move books for a living, and yeah, schlepping books around like in boxes from house to house. I can sympathize with not wanting to schlep them. When I moved out of my parents' house, I decided I have this giant box. I'm going to put all my books in it, and that's when I learned how heavy books are. Anything involving kids you can't watch anymore, I get that. It's tough. It's really hard. Although I will say, if you have not seen Dr. Sleep, there is kid stuff in that, but it is so well done. But there's some tough stuff in that, for sure. Okay, I'm going to get Glimmer. Do I want to say be gone? I want to say be gone. Get out. Should I play Scramble Coin with you first? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go get Glimmer. Glimmer. But Dr. Sleep was really well done. How do I do this again? T. Lion King. There was also an episode of Black Mirror that I really like. Short stories. I really like anthology TV shows, horror TV shows, or Twilight Zone really isn't horror, but it's that same kind of idea. This is the wrong button. What am I doing? There we go. But Twilight Zone and, oh gosh, there's been several of them. Black Mirror is one of them. It's really well done, but there was an episode in that at the end of it, I just bawled. I was so upset. And it was, it was well done, and I made it through it, but yeah, I was so upset at the end of that. My husband was like, wow. Because usually I'm not that bothered. Like, I'll be upset, but I won't actually cry or, like, I might, like, rage about it for a while. But it hit me so hard. Watched the original Pet Sematary as a kid. Can't do it now. Yep. I actually have not. I've seen parts of Pet Sematary. It's one of those things where I feel like I watched it so long ago that if I did watch the whole thing, my brain only has like bits and pieces. And I can't tell if it's because I actually watched the whole thing or if it's because I've only seen parts of it. I can't remember now. It's been too damn long and my brain just did not retain the information. So I wouldn't mind seeing it. But I have heard from people that it is a particularly tough watch as a parent. And considering what the story, I know what the story is about. So considering what the story is about, it's like, well, yeah. That's how your memory works with old movies? Mm-hmm. Only movie that gave you nightmares? Are you talking about Pet Sematary? But yeah, there's a lot of, I can't remember what I told my husband the other day I hadn't seen. Oh, I told him I hadn't seen the original Predator. And I was like, if I have, I don't remember. And I feel like it might have been Predator 2 that I've seen. But I just can't remember. And then there are other movies that I could probably, quote word for word or close to. But I've also probably seen them a lot more, It's just, memory is very strange. There are things that I can remember in full detail, and then other things that it's just like... I would like to know what the children are doing, but I don't want to look. Pet Sematary. I'm surprised it didn't turn into a psychopath with the movies your parents let you watch so young. You know what, though? I feel like that kind of stuff teaches you a lot in a safe way. Like, I think it's like what I tell my kids about Halloween, because especially when they're little, it's like, yes, it might be scary, and if it's too much, you let me know, but there's also something to be said about being scared in a safe way where things aren't actually going to get you. Especially if you've got your parent right there. But feel like when I took my oldest to haunted houses, I never went and did haunted houses when I was a kid. It just wasn't something that I did. And I kind of wish I'd gotten to when I was younger, because now I go through and I'm just like, this is fun. I mean, it's still fun, but it's not like, I don't have that adrenaline rush of that scare. And he was like, I'm brave. And then he like clutched me the whole time and he wouldn't go in first. And actually, I think there was one that he finally went through before, in front of me, like right in front of me. But I could tell that it was like him overcoming fear, even though he knew he was safe, even though he knew I was there. It was still scary and intimidating, but it was interesting to see him kind of go through that and come out the other side, as it were. So never got scared. Loved haunted houses. Your brothers wouldn't go in. Yeah, it's just not for everybody. I work with someone who hates Halloween, and it's just like we're such the diametric opposite when it comes to that time of year, where I'm just like, it's time, I'm ready to make a graveyard in my front yard, and I can't wait for more bones and more blood and all this stuff. And she's just like, I can't wait for it to be over. But yeah, like I said, the last thing I was scared by was Little Shop of Horrors, which is a comedy musical horror movie story. So I've just loved it since I was young. But like we grew up on a lot of stuff that people tell me, like, I didn't know until I was an adult that some of my favorite childhood movies were disturbing and scary. And I was just like, what? Still convinced. Love Halloween, yay! We like having people that like the things that we like. It's still my other sister somehow. It's nice. It's nice to find kindred spirits. Oh, there was something I was just thinking about. What was it? My brain ate it. Oh no. So my favorite movies growing up were Legend, Labyrinth, The Last Unicorn. I feel like there's another one in the mix there somewhere. But those were probably the ones that were, you know, family movies or geared towards, you know, a younger audience. And as an adult, I found out there were people who thought those movies were terrifying and scary and not appropriate for kids. And I'm just like, but there were good lessons to learn in those movies. And I needed that stuff. Like, I'm glad I had it, and I'm glad I've shared it with my kids. There's some hard things in those movies, but life is freaking hard. And I feel like it helped me. You know, I really like the Inside Out movies, because I feel like I don't think they're disturbing in the way that people think those movies were, but they deal with some very hard growing up things that I think are important. They're important for adults who watch them. They're important for the kids that watch them. And I'm glad that they're still making stuff like that. Now, they might not be creepy, although Anxiety gets a little creepy. If you haven't seen Inside Out 2, probably seen the trailers at least, and know that there's a character for Anxiety in there, but I think they're well done. So, got bored with family movies. Don't watch a lot of slasher movies anymore, but you love the Conjuring movies. They're good. Final Destination was your favorite series. I remember seeing the first one in the theater. So good. So tense. Those movies were so tense. I feel like we've watched the first one with my oldest. I don't know if we've watched any of the other ones, but we probably should. And that most of them were fun. You know, like after that, I feel like the first three were the best. First one, I think, is still the best. I liked what they did with 3, because it wasn't like, because it was a formula at that point for the most part. But what they did with the end of that was so good. It was just like, ugh, made it the whole ride worth it. And then, of course, you know, everyone's terrified of driving behind trucks carrying logs. See, I'm trying to think if I watch a ton of slashers anymore. Not really, although I've really been thinking about doing some reactions. I don't know when or how I would have the time to deal with that. And then there's like the whole thing with copyright and stuff. But I would love to make it through. There's a ton of movies I know a lot about that I've actually never watched. And considering it's my favorite genre, it would be like a nice way to kind of build into a regular, like, I can justify watching a new horror movie every single month, or I don't think a week is realistic, but like if I could just like check some things off my list, or movies I haven't seen in like 25 years. That'd be fun. There's a lot. I started looking at lists of the best of this kind of horror movie, or my favorites of this kind of horror movie or genre or whatever. And I was like, I don't think I've seen that since I was like in middle school or maybe high school at the most. So that'd be fun. But I have no idea when the hell I'd fit that into my schedule. That sounds like a lot. I'd love to do it though, because I have a long list of movies I'd like to see. Not sure your eyes left the screen the entire time you were watching. Yeah, I get that. I feel like we were probably the same way. Oh, God. I wish I could just have sound dampening on the wall over there, because the kids... Oh, I went to the wrong realm. The kids are fussing at each other, and there's like this grating texture that's happening. Like there's something going on in my brain where it's just like, ugh. It doesn't really happen that much with other people's kids anymore, but like my own kids, it's just like, stop it. Other people's kids annoy me in different ways, but usually when it's like there's a whining happen, my husband and I do this, we take our kids out for like the holidays and stuff, and we'll hear other kids whining while we're out and about. Excuse me. Give me. And it's like, oh, that's not our kid. Okay, fine. I don't care. I mean, I care enough to make sure that like kids aren't in distress, but usually they're with their parents, so that's their problem. Youngest and middle were going at it this morning. Yeah, well, and my husband's like, yeah, they'll do that, and they'll do that, and then you'll go to intervene, and then they'll be giggling by the time you get to them, and it's like, the hell? Y'all are driving me insane. Ugh, we had another school at home day this week. So it was in the 40s, 50s, and 60s last week here. And next Tuesday, Wednesday, it's supposed to snow. Why? Yeah. It just makes you want to go, what the hell are you doing to each other? Driving me nuts. Oh, goodness. Well, and there's a lot of classic horror I haven't seen. Like, I know a lot about it because it, is one of those things where it's referenced a lot, and like you'll see scenes of it, or you'll see remakes of stuff. And, I used to enjoy getting to go back and watch some of that. Like, my mom once was like, it's really interesting to me how you've just decided that if you like a movie and it was a remake, you're just going to go back and watch it by yourself. Like, you're not being told to do it or whatever. It was just like, I just want to know. Although I do have the caveat that, like, my first experience with something might shadow, even if a lot of people say, oh, the original's better, like, my experience of when I saw the remake may overshadow the greater quality, I guess, of the original one. The one that comes readily to mind was the movie Sabrina, which was remade in the 90s, and I have such fond memories of seeing that in the movie theater with one of my friends. And I don't know, it was just like the right place, the right time, the right age, where I was really, and I love Harrison Ford, and I don't know, I just really like that. But I went and watched the original, and it was really good. And honestly, I don't know if people think that like the original is so superior, although that's pretty typical. So it wouldn't surprise me if people are like, oh yes, the original was so much better, because I think it's Audrey Hepburn, and I want to say it's like, it's not Cary Grant. Who the hell is it? I can see his face. Nope, my brain's not going to give it to me. But it wouldn't surprise me if people think that one is superior to the remake in the 90s. But I don't know. I have such fond memories of seeing that in the theater with my friend. And I just loved that movie. And I'm glad I went and watched the original, but I don't know if I had to pick between the two, I'm probably going to pick the one that I, you know, have that memory from my youth. I feel like there's a few things that are like that, where it's just like, yeah, the original's good. I understand why people love it, but like, I just have like, there's something that's sentimental nostalgia part of your brain where it's just like, it just is the one for you. Nothing better than classic horror. You refuse to watch remakes? I don't know. There's a lot of remakes out there. And there's a lot of things that have been remade that sometimes it's like, oh, damn. Especially music. I don't want to do this. I want to go back into the realms. I don't mind remakes, though. But I know there's a lot of people who don't. There's a lot of people who don't like cover songs and stuff like that, too. I just did Beauty and the Beast. Mulan is next. Mulan. Look at me getting glimmer. I keep thinking I'm going to incorporate this into my daily runs, and then I haven't ever had the time to do it. Maybe once I feel like I've purchased enough from Scrooge's shop, I can stop doing pumpkins every day. And other bullshit I sell myself. Sometimes it's interesting, though. Sometimes the remakes, and sometimes, well, I don't know. I liked the remake of 13 Ghosts, but they were so different. The, again, that's another fond memory. Like early 2000s, mid 2000s horror movies. I really liked the ghosts in the remake of 13 Ghosts. And honestly, the original, it was more of a gimmick. It was like I think it was originally a 3D movie, and it felt very gimmicky. Although, is Vincent Price in that? I feel like Vincent Price is in that one. Or maybe that's House on Haunted Hill that I'm thinking of. Or maybe he was in both. I don't remember now. But like, I enjoyed House on Haunted Hill. There were things I really liked about the remake of House on Haunted Hill. Not necessarily the whole movie, but that was one of those movies where people were like, the ending was terrible, and I'm like, if I didn't like every horror movie that I didn't like the ending of, I would not like horror movies, because there's a lot of really bad endings in some fairly decent horror movies. And yeah, sometimes I think they just don't know how to end things. But it's my favorite genre, so I have to give it a lot of grace, because there's a lot of doozies in it. Kind of anal if they go off the true storyline and they just get angry. Yeah, I get that. I get it. I used to really let a lot of that stuff eat away at me, but I try to let a lot of that go now. I think, what was it that I went and saw? I feel like it was a Tim Burton movie. It might have been Alice in Wonderland. And we went and saw it in the theater, and I remember kind of being like, I'm kind of tired of Burton being Burton. Like, I always know what I'm getting into when I watch it, and I'm kind of like, actually, I don't think it was that one. Maybe it was. I don't remember. It's been so long now. But I remember going and seeing it and being like, but damn it, I still really enjoyed that movie. Like, I still really like Burton's style, even though it's like, I know what it's going to be when I go, like, every time, you know, but it's okay. Actually, I think the thing that really bugged me, and I had to really, like, get over it enough to enjoy the movie, was Tim Burton making a big stink about how he was going to make a more accurate Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then he took his own liberties. Like, he was more accurate in some stuff, but then he still took his own liberties and added stuff that wasn't from the book. And I was like, so you got on a high horse and acted like you were going to do a better job, and then you deviated because, I don't know, creative license, I guess, like, whatever. But I don't know if I like his movies. I enjoy his style. I love the aesthetic. I like creepy kids movies, and but I don't know if I ever would want to meet him, you know. Like, there's a lot of artists that it's just like, I like what you do, and we can never ever interact, because I feel like I would not get along with you as a person. That's why you won't watch the remakes, just not going to do it. Well, that is your choice. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Well, and I worked at a Blockbuster for a long time, and I've seen a lot of movies, and I've seen a lot of garbage. But there was a lot of stuff where it was just like, if I'm going to get any enjoyment out of this, I really got to let go of some stuff. And honestly, I don't make movies. So I'm sure, oh, you know what? Damn it. I didn't get a time bender because I'm just here yakking, which is fine. I'm easily distracted. It's okay. I'm still getting stuff. I'm just not getting as much stuff as I could be. All right, let's find a person. Eric is not a time bender. Jafar is not a time bender because although it really doesn't do anything for him, there was something about making Jafar a time bender that did not sit right with me. So he didn't. You know who is a time bender? Is Daisy. So maybe I'll go get her. But I've had to let go of a lot. Well, I don't watch as much as I used to when I was working at Blockbuster, but I had to let go of a lot in order to maintain some level of enjoyment for a lot of the stuff. Because we were encouraged, of course, to watch movies so that we could discuss them with people. And actually, near the end, I would look at my husband and go like, here's all the movies. Watch them and tell me if they're any good. Because I just got so burnt out. Because there's not a lot of originality. There can be like new takes on stuff, but a lot of the stories start to kind of bleed together. Because it'll be the same story, just this one's set in space, and this one's set in 1742, and, you know, this one's fantasy in the ocean with some animated elements, you know, like, whatever. But it's the same story. So a lot of that stuff started to bleed together for me. I'm gonna have to go, like, open the door and just chuck something at them, because they're, like, squealing and running around right out in the hallway. Yes, I am doing this. Ta-da! I'm trying to avoid fully scouring in any place but the Forgotten Lands here. I don't know if that's good or not. We'll see. It might help me or it might not when it comes to Starpath update time. But there was a lot of stuff. A lot of movies. By the end, I didn't work up until the end of... There's only one Blockbuster left, and honestly, I haven't checked on it lately because it's in Bend, Oregon, and I kind of want to go, like, go there. I really want to take my older kid because there's now a running joke with my older kid that anytime I want to talk about something that happened from before he was born, usually it has something to do with Blockbuster. And so I'll be like, guess where I did this. Sometimes he'll get tricked and forget that it's a thing. And then I'll look at Blockbuster, and he'll, you know. So now the 7-year-olds will sit there and we'll do that, and then I'll say, and this used to be, or this was, or that happened at, and then my 7-year-old will go, say it with me now, and we'll both go, Blockbuster, and then my older one will go, Quite comical. But I would like to go to the last Blockbuster that's in Bend, Oregon. I think that would be fun and nostalgic to do. But by the end of when I was working there, before they closed most of the stores, we used to do 5 rentals a week, and then it turned into 10 rentals a week. It was a lot. And so I couldn't watch that many movies. It was too much. So I'd literally just bring home a stack of movies and be like, watch these. I can't do it. Occasionally I would watch some. But it meant I got to bring home a lot of the, you know, I don't know. What are those called? Like B tier, C tier, D tier movies? You know, like the ones we'd only get 1 or 2 copies of. Come on now. Give me... Oh, look. Another bubble. Will you please? There are things I miss about working at that job, and then there are things I really, really don't miss. it was fun to get to have a job where it was beneficial to have gaming and movie experience. It was still corporate retail, and that's what sucked about it, but the regular people that you got to have super nerdy conversations with was fun. And I wonder what the people that, you know, like my regular customers, wonder what they're doing now. Hopefully they're all doing okay, but we had a wide range of people, you know, so who knows. And that was a long time ago now. When did I stop working there? Was that 2011? I think it was 2011. So that's 14 years ago. That's a long time ago. I don't need to keep looking. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. I didn't need to do that math. I didn't need to do that math. And I told my oldest once that he actually got to be in there. Because he was, you know, a baby. But he actually got to be in a Blockbuster once upon a time. What are we doing? Where are we going? Who is that? Oh, it's Pumbaa. At first I thought that was Wally, and I'm like, he's moving weird. Not Wally. Oh! I am starting to get the urge to want to do creative things again, though. It's too cold. If it's gonna snow next week, I can't go out in my garage and glue or paint or do any of that stuff. But, like, I want to do stuff soon. Soon will probably mean, like, 2 months. I don't know. Did the groundhog see a shadow? I don't pay attention to that. I don't even remember if it's good or bad or whatever it means to do the shadow or not. Is seeing the shadow the more winter or less winter? It's more winter, right? I don't pay any attention to that. As is obvious by all of this that I'm saying right now. Okay. So I got myself a little treat on the way home. Because usually when I stream at night, I always am worried that I'm going to be super tired. Well, not super tired, but I have drifted. I guess it's probably been a while since that's happened, but it happens when I play video games with my husband. We'll literally be in the middle of big fights in Diablo, and then I will wake up and go, oh crap, heal. But so I usually get myself like an energy drink or a coffee or something like that to help me from like drifting in and out. And so I bought myself a gas station cappuccino because they are full of sugar, and I'm sure there's caffeine in there too. So that's fun. I also burnt my tongue a little bit drinking it too fast, but that's okay. All right, where did I go? Where do I need to go? Sunlit Plateau? I haven't been to the Glade. Let's go to the Glade, shall we? I should probably also do Gathering, because I have a feeling I should probably make some berry salads. Should I even remotely think about cooking tonight? I haven't dealt with cooking recently. So maybe my brain has reset enough to not be super annoyed by the cooking process. The other thing I could do is do some more Scramble Coin, because I don't think I've played any Scramble Coin since the last time. I think it was last Thursday, because I don't think I played any on Sunday's stream. I relocated my food storage on Sunday stream. Although, if you do not know, you can pick up chests, like put them in your furniture inventory that have stuff in them and relocate them. And it seemed to matter that I picked them up in the order that I picked them up. If you don't know, my chests of stuff are alphabetized by whatever's the contents, like the type of thing that they are. So like A, B, C, you know, like they'll be in order alphabetically. Obviously, we know what alphabetical means. What the hell are you explaining that for? Shut up, woman. Okay, sorry. Over explaining. But I picked them up in the order that they were in the room alphabetically, and when I went to place them down, I was able to place them in the same order. So it seemed to matter the order you picked them up, because I don't think it would have organized them for me. It's not like it was going to scan the contents and be like, oh, this is the B fish. Put that before the P fish. Like, it didn't do that. So that was extremely helpful, because I was worried that I would have to do it in either chunks, which I did at first because I was worried about getting them all mixed up, but I was afraid that it wouldn't matter what order I picked them up and that I would have to shuffle everything around. I was super annoyed. I was prepared to be super annoyed by it, and then it was really easy. So if you have a bunch of chests that you're moving, just make sure you pick them up in the order that you can remember to put them down, if that's important to your storage methods. I was pleasantly surprised. I feel like I did a piss poor job of explaining that. But maybe it's because it's break time. Sure, we'll blame it on that. We'll say, oh yes, I need to stretch and my brain is starting to go, don't you have to pee now? And all of that. We can just pretend like it's not me just explaining things poorly.
Really good leader.
Fine. We're fine. Okay. Forgotten Lands? And is that all of the valley? What's this task again? Time bended? Time bent? Is that the correct tense? We have done time bending in all of the places? I like time bent. I like how the pumpkins look. The jack-o'-lanterns. I like that. I've done some very rudimentary decorating over here before with the Halloween Town stuff. But I am looking forward to making this whole space a little bit more spooky. I bought a bunch of the cobwebby trees. Good lord, would you please... Oh, look at that dark wood right there. Maybe we'll do a quick scour up here. Should I do that or should I wait? I'm gonna argue with myself. That's fine. Alright, drop off this crap. I feel like I should let stuff percolate a little bit more, you know? Like, get a little bit more stuff going on up here. Like, it's too soon. It's too soon to start picking up stuff in this biome again. How did I get that? Where did that come from? Did I put... I did a random the night thorn thingy. That's what happened to me. Should eat a berry salad. Oh, I have less than 10. Yeah, I should probably do some gathering. I will do that in a moment after my break. I also need to stretch my legs. My back is starting to feel better, but it is not 100% yet. So I will take a break so I can stretch and get a drink and use the bathroom. Do all the things. So if you also need to do all the things, I'll see you in a minute. All right. I have returned. Huzzah. I also brought myself ibuprofen and put my heating pad on because my back, it's taken it longer today to tighten up, but it's now starting to tighten up. So I've been mostly better with stretching it out, but it's one of those things. So they are watching Dr. Sleep. So it's interesting. My friend, we have two friends over, and one of them is interested in horror stuff, and the other one is not. So I don't know how they convinced the one that doesn't like horror to watch it, but I think it's also because they've been, like, my husband and the other one has been wanting to watch it for a while. I think that's probably how that happened. Like, okay, we've been waiting to watch this, so we're finally gonna watch it. All right, what do I want to do next? Let's look at stuff. This is not the stuff. Finished. 5 days to use your tokens. So use your tokens. Do I want to work on some of this? Who am I with? Daisy? Oh, this is the menu to look at it. What does Daisy even want? Does she want something simple? I mean, kinda. I could give her some roasted asparagus.
Evening, y'all.
Hey, Tiana.
This
Evening.
valley has so
It does have so much to explore. I'm trying to think of what's on my to-do list. I feel like I always think it's an appetizer, but it might be a entree. Oh, that's what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about doing some cooking. Oh, it is an appetizer. Good for me. Good for me. There's one that I always think is an appetizer, and then it's not. It's a entree. I have something to give you. You can have this. Fantastic. Oh, I was gonna grab fruit, and then I was gonna cook some... Yes. I was going to cook some... whatchamahoozits? Berry salads. Because I have less than 10, and that's unacceptable. So come with me, and we'll grab all this fruit. Because I haven't been making them recently. So I should have a decent amount of fruit. I say getting low on blueberries, but really I had just less than 400, which is what my full storage thing would be, is 400. So getting low means like I have 380 of them. So it's a little bit of a misnomer. What are you doing? Taking forever? Thank you. Oh! What else did we... Well, I thought about taking my little one, just him, to see Moana too. Because the older one, I bet if he were there, he would watch it. But he's not excited to go see it. And my husband is... You know, he'll watch family movies, but he's not, like, super inclined to make effort to, like, special effort to go out and see kids' movies. But I really enjoyed Moana. And my little one was super excited when he saw that a Moana 2 is coming out. So, thought about doing that. But both my kids are just doing silly stuff and getting in trouble at school. Like my little one, he's not doing his work, but he's still like doing, like when he gets tested on stuff, or when you know, like they have to demonstrate whether or not they understand what they're learning, he always knows what's going on. The problem that is happening now is that because he's not doing his work, he has gotten to the point where he's just going around and messing with the other kids. Like, I don't know if he's talking to them or encouraging them to play or whatever, but he's becoming a big distraction for the other kids in the class, which I'm like, that's, you know, like, we can talk a lot about how he should do his work more and how he, you know, it'll help him get better and faster and things will get easier, and he may or may not believe it, but you can't go around and disturb other kids and keep them from learning, because just because you understand stuff does not mean that that's true for everyone. And honestly, I'm sure at some point or another he's going to come across something that is more difficult for him, because everybody's got things that are easier and then things that are more difficult. But you can't keep other kids from doing their work and learning the stuff. So he's been getting in trouble for that lately. And then my older kid is getting in the procrastination era of his existence, where he's like, I can wait and do everything in 3 days. And it's like, then you're stressed and I'm stressed. And that's just not good. It's just not a good time. So can you please not do that? But like I said before, I was a huge procrastinator when I was in school, so I get it. But, oh, look how much stuff I have. I'm not making this many, but this is where we need bulk cooking, right? If I could just craft 50 of these berry salads, that'd be amazing. And I did have ancient cookers out But I don't know, it as much as it was an automated way of cooking, I don't prefer it. So I'm not gonna. Oh, that's what I was thinking about. I almost had a whim to play something else. And my son recently reminded me of the Stanley Parable, which I have not played. I do want to play it because he was like, oh, I've been watching so-and-so, one of his content creators that he likes to watch, playing Stanley Parable. And oh my gosh, it's funny. And then there's also creepy stuff and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that all sounds awesome. He's like, hey, you should watch this. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to be spoiled on anything when it comes to Stanley Parable, because it's in my wish I could play it list, or want to play it eventually list. To be played, TBP, because there's like the whole TBR, to be read thing. It's in that list for me. I also would like to get back to finish up Alan Wake, which I played Alan Wake when it first came out, and I loved that game. So Alan Wake 2 came out, and I was late to play it. Not that it really matters when I finally get around to it, but I was able to get it and the remaster of Alan Wake. And so I started playing Alan Wake, and then I didn't finish it. I can't remember what happened that kept me from finishing it, whether or not it was a technical problem or if it was something else came out and like took away all of my time. But I didn't actually make it all the way through it, so I have yet to play Alan Wake 2, which I would still like to play. Am I actually going to end up making... what is that? Raspberries at slowest? But yeah, it's almost like there's some games, like I would really like to replay Alien Isolation. That is one of my favorite games. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite. I don't like picking favorites, generally. But I would put it up there. I would say it's at least in my top 10 if it's not in my top 5. I love that game so much. That is one of those games where if I could play it again for the first time, I totally would. That game was so stressful, and I had such a good time playing it. I know it's not for everybody. Like, there are some people who are like, this is too stressful. It's too anxiety-inducing. Like, I don't need my heart racing that much, but, ugh. I loved that game. I've seriously... Well, and I've never played the DLC for it. I actually picked it up on a sale and got the DLC on sale. And I have not gone back and played the DLC. One day I will play it again and get to the DLC for it. I am going to use up all of my well, no, I'm not, because it would be 100. Never mind. I can't math, apparently. Don't listen to me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm so close to having just 400 raspberries. And then I was like, wait, that's 100, over 100 away. Oh gosh, now what? You know, the kids were quiet when I was on my break. And now they're outside the hallway again, or outside my door again. And it sounds like the older one's trying to boss the younger one around, and the younger one's fussing. Alright. I don't have any more in my... Look how many I have now! Gosh, I made like 80 of those. More than 80. Nice. Oh, that was a super frustrating thing today. So I did the new Dream Snap. And no, that wasn't today. That was last night, because today was trying to get it edited. And it rained in-game for over an hour. The entire... Oh, crap. The entire time I was doing my... Like, I did all my outfit. I did all of the decorating that I want to do. It's an outfit challenge this week. So I did all of that, and then it was over an hour. And I was doing my final pass through, seeing if there were any other clothing items I wanted to switch out to have tags. I think there was... What was it? I think it was sporty. I didn't have anything sporty. Not that I worry too much about how much of this stuff I actually have. But I was like, well, maybe I should look and see if there's anything I could switch out for something sporty. And as I was doing my final scroll through the list, it stopped raining. And I was like, oh, God, I better stop soon so that I can get this snap done without it raining on me. I was just, for a while, I was like, I'm going to have to log off and take my dream snap tomorrow, meaning today, if I want to get a shot without the rain. Okay. I'm going to go back up to the Forgotten Lands. And I am going to scour. And then we'll see where we're at timing-wise. So, get up here. And, oh, look. Something I did not get last time I was up here. And then maybe I'll look at the food crafting. Whoa, that was a weird angle that just happened there. I'm going to look at the food list and see if there's anything I want to try and fuss with. And if I don't, maybe I'll run around and do some scramble coin. Or maybe I'll kind of like flip-flop back and forth between some scramble coin and some cooking. We'll just see what whims I get. Mother Gothel was a level 3 scramble coin person. Ooh. I need to make sure I'm sitting back against this heating pad, because once my back starts to tighten up, it does not take it that long to really start being achy. I'm glad I seem to be on a path of getting, like, feeling more comfortable more often, though. There was a night, was it over the weekend or, like, earlier this week, like maybe Monday or something, where I woke up and I actually couldn't get back to sleep because my back hurt so bad I couldn't get comfortable, and it was like 5:45 in the morning, and I was like, I don't want to be awake already. School days, I'm usually up at 6:15, like, for real. I get up at 5:45 so that I can make sure that my younger son, or my older son, is being nudged to get up. It's one of the reasons I'd like to get away from having to do that, where he's taking care of more of it himself. Because I'm not a morning person, and I'm okay with 6:15, but man, 5:45, oof. So, but yeah, I woke up and nudged him and then couldn't get back to sleep, and I was like, I guess I'll make coffee then. I'm so annoyed. And then by the time my husband was awake, he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I've been up since 5:45. Meh. And he knows I'm not a morning person, so he sympathized. Which is the healthy choice. To sympathize with a grumpy woman in the morning. All right. Uh-oh. Well, I hope next week, if it does snow, that it doesn't snow so bad that it's problematic. We're also supposed to take my new car, into the shop next week, so... Their original estimate was that it was going to take 7 days to repair it. Which I was like, that's not good. My husband uses that car to deliver for Uber. And I think he's going to try and do some deliveries. They're going to let him have a rental car. But I don't know how that's going to go. So we'll see. Hopefully he won't lose too many days. Just really depends on how long and how it all plays out. He's been trying to make a little bit of extra every day so that he can hopefully, you know, kind of balance it out a little bit. Okay. She was a level 3. You know what? The worst she can do is beat me. That's the worst. So we're going to do our tried and true, not thinking about things. I don't even know what most of these new characters do. Because I don't pay attention. All right. How do I want to do this? I guess the only real thing I can do... Where are the sounds for the coins? Don't they usually make cha-ching sounds? All right. Are these corners or borders? They're borders. Do I want Olaf? I don't know if I actually need Olaf right off the bat. Yes, baby.
Dad extended the internet, and I was wondering about. Can you watch TV?
I suppose. Are you already all ready for bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when the internet shuts off again, you bring the remote back down.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So polite when they want stuff. I feel like I just got played. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go here to here? Or I'm going to go here to here. Hopefully I'll be able to get these 2 coins. That worked out. All right, so now... No, I don't want to swap that person out. I don't want to do that. So we'll go ahead and do this. I guess we'll do that. All right. Because I'm assuming if you swap a character out on the second turn, then you don't get to get another, like a third character out. Like you'd lose a character. I would say, what is he doing? Do something. Don't screw. Oh, you assholes. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, we'll skip. We'll do this. We'll do that. And then we'll do that, I guess. We're not doing too shabby. She could probably still kick my ass any minute now. Oh, he's gonna get that. Nope. Yep. Okay. Do I want to swap that out? Kind of want to snag that away from him, though. This is turn 5. So whatever I'm doing, I better make it good. I kind of want to take that away from him, but I don't know if it's worth... I don't know if it's worth it. All right, I'm going to do this. And then we will do... All right, I'm going to do it so I can hopefully keep him from taking that gold coin. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. I was like, oh no. Schwip. All right, leave. I don't want to rematch. In fact, I want to dismiss you. There's something that feels good about dismissing Mother Gothel. Be gone. Get out of my bubble. Yes. All right. Hoo-wee. Feeding a critter. Having a daily discussion. I don't know if I want to get sidetracked. But I could do this. I'm going to just quickly... yeah, I don't need to listen to her. Ha ha! Good bone structure is the foundation of beauty. That's kind of creepy. I was gonna read it out loud, but only for those who don't share it, dear. Okay. Talk. And ugh, you again. Really? Goodbye. This is why begone. Get out. That's why it feels good to dismiss you. Because you're very bitchy. Alright, I'm gonna feed a squirrel. There it is. I was like, if I can find a squirrel, but then I immediately saw one, so that worked out. Here. Have this peanut. Yes. Okay. You. Nope. Don't look at it. Don't keep looking at it. All right, let's look at the recipe list. They've got most of this stuff. That's nice. Do I really have all the appetizers unlocked now? Oh! At first I was like, mordieu. No, morue. What the hell is that? I don't know how to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that? De morue. Pronunciation. It's French. Oh, this is not the website that works out. This is the one that, oh no, clicking too much. Hold on. Hold on. This one, and then we'll do this. Ronda de Morue. I have no French accent. Okay. See if I can. See. Can I do it?
Salted cod and
No. I just want how to pronounce that.
brandade de morue. Salted cod.
Brandade de morue. I can't do that weird R sound. I can't do it. I guess it's not weird. Just the French R sound that I can't reproduce because I have never made effort to do a French accent. I grew up doing community theater, so I did practice some accents, just never French. Never a French accent. Okay, now I need to look up the recipe. He said something about a curd recipe. If I could type and spell. No, I don't want the Dreamlight Valley version. I want a classic version. Yes. Give me the ingredients. Okay, so we have cod, potatoes, cream, garlic, bay leaf, ground thyme, ground cloves, extra virgin olive oil, ground white pepper, and salt to taste. Well, pepper and salt are not in the base game, so it's not going to be those two things. Cloves aren't in the game. Thyme isn't in the game. So we've got garlic. This is a 5-star recipe. So I need to go to Remy's restaurant. We're going to give this a few shots and see what happens. Stop putting commercials in front of my face. Okay, so we don't have cream. We do have milk. So let's see. What would this be? Cod. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. That's under vegetables. Where the hell is vegetables? There. No, stop. Yes. Okay, so potatoes. And then garlic. We don't really have bay leaf or thyme. Let's see if there's another recipe. Whipped salt cod spread. Ah. See, I bet I would like this. Prep the cod. Salt, consider the potato. The sections on this recipe are silly. Consider the potato. Whip it into shape. Well, give me your ingredients. Okay, so we've got, again, half and half salt, parsley leaves. We don't have parsley. A zest of lemon. Would it have lemon? And milk. Milk. He seems happy. That's probably a trick. He seems happy. It's probably a trick. Cooking in this game has made me so jaded. I'm like, I don't trust you. Potato, he's happy about the potato. Garlic, he's happy about the garlic. There's a lemon. He's happy about the lemon. Milk was the last thing. Okay, I'm gonna trust it. It's gonna be something else. Yay! First try! Look at that! Hello. Hello. It's amazing. Where the hell is my spreadsheet? I need to log it. Okay. Dreamlight Valley stuff. And foods? No. Is this an appetizer? No. This is an entree, yes? Okay, so then do I have to scroll all the way down? Yes. So this is... Oh no. I should just alphabetize. I'm just gonna alphabetize this page. Where is my... Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. I have to make sure all of my screens cooperate. All my windows cooperate. There we go. That's the word. I need my mouth and brain to cooperate. Where the heck is the rest of my... No. Why are you hiding some of my menu from me? There we go. Data. Sort. By the name of the recipe. That's what I needed. The meal. There we go. So then we go all the way back up to the top. And there it is. Okay, so this is cod, potato, milk, lemon, and garlic. Good for me! That never freaking happens, so I'll take the win. Well, I won't say it never happens, because that's not really true. But it is rare. All right, so now what are we doing? What's the next one on our list? Meals. Ta-da! Okay, so then we have fish steak. What does that even look like? It's got... I don't trust... It looks like there's vegetables under it. And one of those things looks like tomato. And one of those things looks like a grilled veggie. And then there's this green stuff. So I feel like it should be any fish. Let's make it a bass. And then would it just be like... tomato and cucumber? He's still happy about that. I feel like it's bullshit though. I feel like there's a dish I don't remember what. See, this is where I need, is this something I've made before? Because I feel like this is too easy. I'm gonna do it. Yep, it was something else. Tomato. And maybe a seasoning? Like oregano? No. Oolong. Basil. He's happy about it. Oh. You have to put it in the pot. Okay. Let's look at the tomato. He's happy about all three. Oh! Did we get a fish steak already? Hot diggity dog! Look at that! Hot diggity dog! I don't know if I've tried hard enough for that. So that's any fish, tomato, and basil. The basil was particular. Okay. Excellent. Oh, you know what? I have to do this now. Get the hell out of my way. All right. Get the hell out of my way. I have two recipes for 2 recipes attempted. Fantastic. Latkes. Okay, let's Google that because I don't know what goes in them. I don't think I've ever had a latke. Latke recipe. A type of potato pancake or fritter. Okay. Light and crispy potato latkes. So potatoes should be in it, right? What's this say? Pan fried. Okay. Often served with applesauce, sour cream, and smoked salmon, all of which I would eat. Pan fried, not deep fried. I'm seeing oil. I'm seeing egg, salt and pepper, and a couple other seasonings. Onions and potatoes. How many ingredients for latkes? 4. Okay, give me your ingredients. Give me your ingredients. I would like just your ingredients. Equipment. Okay, potatoes, onions, eggs, matzo meal. Can substitute potato starch or flour, salt, baking powder, freshly ground pepper, and canola oil. So we have, okay, let's look. Let's try. So we've got potatoes, onions. He was happy about that. And eggs. And canola. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the potato. And then I'm gonna put the potato back in. Still happy. Take the onion and then put the onion back in. He's still happy. And take the eggs. I swear to God, if this is it. Is this it? Holy shit! These are ones I feel like the fish steak I had tried before, but I feel like the latkes and the other ones, the French thing at the beginning, I feel like I had not given real shots yet. So awesome. Potato, not patoto. Potato. I can spell canola, eggs. And that's 3 for 3. I don't know, man. Should I go buy a lottery ticket? All right, what's next? Let's keep this momentum up. Luckies. All right, what's next? Nachos. Nachos has 3 ingredients. I'm seeing we don't have sour cream. What were the tacos made out of? Do we not have tacos here? I thought we had tacos. Vegetarian taco. So this had corn. So a corn tortilla. So are these tortilla chips? Corn? I feel like there would have to be cheese. So let's do corn and cheese. I feel like those two might be like have to be. And then tomatoes. They looked like tomatoes in like pico. Okay, let's get rid of the corn. Try the corn. He's happy. Let's get rid of the cheese. He's happy? No, he's not happy. Okay, so not tomatoes then. What else was in there? What would I think? Chili peppers? Corn. He's happy? Cheese. He's happy. Oh. Fuck yeah. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. Chili. Peppers. Corn. Cheese. Get rid of that. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Now what? Never gotten this lucky so many times in a row. Maybe like early game when there are a lot of really simple recipes, but definitely not since a lot of them have been unlocked. And pasta still makes me bitter, and pesto still makes me bitter. Anyway, seared rainbow trout. I know I have tried this one before. So I'm seeing tomatoes. And is that lemon? And I feel like we've done another seared dish. Like something seared. But I don't remember what it is. I'm not looking at you, fugu. I feel like I've resisted doing the fugu one because it's fugu and I didn't have a ton at the time. So it's I don't know if I've ever tried steamed fugu in earnest. All right, seared. This is poached. I feel like seared probably is an oil instead of a butter. Grilled is just the fish. Do we not have another seared? You know what I could do? I could search within my spreadsheet. Pan-seared bass and vegetables. So that was just bass and any vegetables. And then tilapia was also... Okay. Just tilapia and any two vegetables. Okay. So... what does it look like? What are we looking at? Seared rainbow trout. So I'm seeing tomatoes. I'm seeing something green and leafy. I'm seeing the tomatoes and I'm seeing the fish, obviously. So let's see. That would be rainbow trout. This one. Well, let's just try what we've seen in the picture. Lemon. Not happy about it. So let's get rid of the tomato and try for something green and leafy. Basil, no. Oregano, no. Okay, let's get rid of the lemon and let's do a tomato. Okay, let's get rid of the rainbow trout. And try that again. No, he was not happy about that. Okay, so it's not obvious based on the picture. Is it two vegetables? Nope. Okay. Well, let's look up our recipe then. We'll do, what is this? This is seared rainbow trout. Oh, I was going to try a canola. Nope. I was going to try a canola. Okay. Nope. Let's try lemon. Okay, let's get rid of the trout. Trout. He's happy. Let's do canola. He is not happy. Okay, so let's try seared rainbow trout recipe. Not Dreamlight Valley. Don't. Pan-seared rainbow trout. Oh, those all look very different from each other. So let's look and see what this first recipe says. I would like to see your ingredients. View recipe. Cook time, 5 minutes. Prep time, 5 minutes. Salted butter, zest of lemon, garlic cloves, thyme, lemon juice, chili flakes, and pepper. So let's get rid of you. Let's go ahead and do garlic and butter. Nope. Let's do butter and lemon. Let's get rid of the fish and add the fish back in. He's still happy. He is not happy with that. Okay. So, did we try garlic and lemon? No. Okay, so chili flakes. Did we try garlic and tomato? Okay. See, instead of having to do all this, I could easily see whatever the recipe was that he got happy about, because these are obviously not them. Okay. Chili flakes. I'm guessing this is not. All right, let's look at this completely different looking rainbow trout. Halibut, tilapia, mahi, Chilean sea bass. Well, table of contents. Ingredients needed. Okay. All right, so we have, well, let's try. Did we do canola and garlic? No. So they want rainbow trout, olive oil and butter, lemon, garlic, and salt and pepper. Like, that's super easy. Is there a different... Should I try soya? No. See, this is very simple. And I feel like we've tried all the combinations of all of those, so I'm not going to continue to look at that. Pan-fried rainbow trout. What do you say? Who are you and what do you need? Rainbow trout, salt, pepper, garlic powder, butter, ghee. I know I've heard that before, but what the heck is ghee again? How to make ghee. It's a clarified butter. How to make ghee. What goes into ghee? Tell me. See, this is the part I actually like about the cooking in this game, is like, oh, what is that? I would like to eat that. Yes, we're skimming the top. Yes, yes, yes. And then we're sifting it. Is it just butter? Oh, here we go. Nut milk bag. That's... Oh, just butter. It's just butter. Okay. So that's not it. So, parsley. Should I try... Okay, wait a minute. What did we try? We tried butter with... butter. And then we tried garlic, right? With butter? Garlic. Basil. Oregano. No. And then we also tried it with a tomato. Yeah, but that's not what you're like super stoked about, dude. I remember that you were not into that for real. Okay, so then canola. Oh no, wait. butter with lemon, right? But this is where we know. Okay. So then we do canola. And we do a lemon. But we know that a fish plus a lemon is a thing.
Good night.
Good night, buddy. Right. I love you.
Me too.
Go get some sleep. Turn your light down, okay? Alright. I'm doing canola. Right? That's with the lemon. Okay. And then with garlic, with basil, with oregano, with a tomato, but that's not right because of that. Okay. So that's all those combinations. I was trying to double check to make sure I'd gotten them with both the butter and the oil. It's not butter and oil, is it? Okay, I was like, please tell me that's not it. Okay, so that was that the third recipe? I'm pretty sure it was. Pan-seared. Those were the top three. Why is there asparagus? Oh, and then I just got it spoiled for me because it was in the description, like the first two sentences. All right, fine. His face didn't do anything. Misleading. All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. I had tried multiple combinations based on recipes that I had already found, so rainbow trout. None of the recipes said onion, not to say that they're all encompassing, but whatever. All right, so now I need to, excuse me. I need to do this, and then we can get out of here. Ooh, 98%. Good for me. Considering how much luck I had had up until that point, I don't mind. It's fine. Oh, good lord, look how much energy you get from steamed fugu. So steamed fugu is 3 ingredients. Is there anything else that's steamed? Steamed. Okay, there are more than one. Steamed mussels. See, that's just one thing, though. Garlic steamed mussels. So I'm going to look up steamed fish recipe. I'm not going to look up fugu because I feel like that would pull. This is going to be too generic. What fish is good for steaming? Cod, haddock, or perch? Lemony steamed. I'm just so paranoid about wasting a ton. How much fugu do I even have? Fugu. I have 87. I just feel like I'm going to waste a ton. I'm just going to... All right, I'm going to look at a steamed fish recipe and see what it says. What if I don't have a wok or a steamer? Important recipe tips. No, just give me the... Did I miss the ingredients? Because it just went into cooking. Recipe instructions. Where is the ingredients list? After the recipe? Is it seriously? Yeah, after the recipe. Good job. Okay, so this is scallions, ginger, cilantro, soy sauce, salt, sugar, hot water, fish, and vegetable oil. This is a 3-item recipe. So let's do that, and maybe ginger and oil. It's not gonna be butter. What did I think of just a second ago? Canola. Nope. Scallions. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. No way. I don't believe you, Ginger. See, I didn't think so. Lemon? Did I see lemon? I did not. Lemon. Ginger. Nope. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. Okay. So, oh. Where are we at? Okay. Was that the last entree? I may just have to look that one up. All right, so cannoli is 4. Cannoli recipe. Those look so good. Oh, a person who put their ingredients at the very top of their recipe. Holy crap. And it's side by side with the directions. So it's like ingredients, recipe. Freaking phenomenal. All right. So we've got flour, sugar, salt, butter, yolk, egg yolk, white wine, powdered sugar, ground cinnamon, allspice, heavy cream, chocolate chips, lemon, canola oil, flour, more egg, and more powdered sugar. All right, well, I'm assuming it's 4 recipe. 4 item recipe? No, 4 ingredient recipe. There it is. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll do sugar. And then we'll do butter. See, it's not going to just be this. Milk. Now, cinnamon came from Eternity Isle, right? It's not over here anywhere. Excuse me. Uh-oh. The yawns are gonna get me. Now, a lemon? Nope. Okay, so if it's not butter, is it canola and milk? Nope. Oh! Hello, Zen. It's all Stitch's fault. We're blaming Stitch. Are his badness levels out of control? Ugh. Well, I was on a roll with cooking. And now we're starting to run into the problem I always have. Which is the hell. Okay. Canola. He's still happy? Sugar? He's still happy? Wait. He's still happy. Nope. It was not. Okay. Let me look at a different recipe for cannoli and see if there's some similarities between the two that I can glean. Oh, that's equipment. I'm like, what kind of person puts a 5-cup food processor as an ingredient? That's not what it was. Okay, so we have flour, sugar, butter, salt, wine, egg, ricotta, and more sugar and vanilla. Ooh, vanilla. That's an interesting thought. So how about we do vanilla, sugar, and milk? Because I feel like we got to get the cream somehow, right? Okay, so how about butter? I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I'll be stubborn and go against the grain. The Isle was my favorite expansion. I like the Isle. I don't know. Well, considering the Veil is not done, I'm not going to say that it's necessarily my favorite. But I like the Veil. Not the Veil, the Isle. Oh! Oh, he's happy. He's still happy. It's going to be something else. Shit. All right. All right. So this is why I want to know if it's a recipe I already know. Okay. So we have... But I know there are lots of people that don't care for the Isle very much. I enjoy it. I like the Tangle a lot as far as biomes go. All right. Eggs. He's happy about the eggs. I'm suspicious. Did I just do this one? Uh-oh. My brain must be getting tired because now I don't even remember what I just did like 3 seconds ago. He didn't like the vanilla. He didn't like the sugar. It's not eggs. Now, is it going to be something where the vanilla replaces the sugar? Because vanilla on its own is not sweet. No. Milk? No. Okay, so not that. But there are definitely things I like about the Veil. I love the Ever After. I enjoy the bind as far as biomes go. I love Maleficent. I cannot wait for her to be in the game fully. I like the addition of the Lore Keeper puzzles. I like that. But I am definitely not appreciative of the low spawn rate for ingredients over there. That's for sure. So, hello, Linda. How are you this evening? I hope you are doing well. I am fully zombieing out on trying to figure out recipes at the minute. I was on a roll. The first 4 I did, I got, and now I'm on... Is this the second one? Oh, yeah, because Fugu, steamed Fugu, I was like, I don't think I want to try that one tonight. I don't know if I have the capacity or patience for that. So now I'm working on trying to figure out cannoli. All right, so this one says flour, butter, salt, ground cinnamon, cold tap water. So the only 2 things up there we have in the base game is butter and flour. And then we have toasted sugar, excuse me, cornstarch, not in the game, salt, we don't have it, an egg, milk, vanilla extract, lemon zest, ground cinnamon, and ricotta again. Well, that's all the shit we've been trying. Kind of wish they changed the Isle story where you get shipwrecked on the Isle with Merlin, Scrooge, and Goofy and need to build a new ship. That's an interesting idea. I'm curious to see if they do anything like... It's now that we're on to the Veil, and we were getting free content updates, you know, like for the Isle and the Valley for a while. I'm curious to see if they're going to continue to freely update the, you know, everything, or if they're just going to shift to the next expansion. It'd be nice if they continue to do updates for all 3, but that could get crazy out of control if they continue to release expansions, you know? Or maybe they could, like, round robin it where it's like, and this free content updates for the Veil, and then next time it's the Isle, and then by then there'll probably be another expansion, and, you know, kind of just space them out across the different expansions. I don't know. That didn't give me any more information. Did I try vanilla, sugar? That's not where sugar lives. sugar, and lemon. Did I try that? I mean, it's kind of an odd mix of crap, but I think I tried the other stuff. Butter. But he's happy, but it's not real. That's not real happiness. I've been tricked now twice. That's also not real. And that's not it at all. All right. I'm going to not. Cannoli, I am lost all patience with you. That is not how we get to the thing. Okay. All right. No. What else is down here that I haven't done in the Valley recipes? Ooh, what are those? They look delicious. I would like to eat them. Oh. What are you trying to make? Oh, cannoli. But I am not giving it like crazy amounts of effort tonight. It's either going to be in, you know, I don't know. I probably did like 8 to 10 combinations for it. And if it's not coming, it's not coming. I will eventually look it up, but I'm not that invested. Like I said, I've tried I'm on 6 recipes now, and I got the first 4, so I figure I'll just kind of keep pushing through. What are those? Portuguese egg custard tart pastry. Excuse me? I would like to eat these. I give anything a shot. Egg tart. Okay, that's the Wikipedia entry. I don't need that. I need a recipe. Oh, I didn't actually put the word recipe. Those look amazing. Lemon. Jump to recipe. Gimme. Okay, we've got flour, salt, water, and butter. So flour and butter, potentially. How many ingredients are in this? 4. Okay. And then we've got the custard base, which is flour, salt, milk, egg yolks, and vanilla. So what I am seeing... Oh, wait. There's like 3 different things. Okay, there's sugar syrup, custard base, and dough. So I'm seeing sugar, water, cinnamon, and lemon. So let's see. I feel like these were the same ingredients we were just trying for cannoli. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Maybe I'll put them together in different... Stop with your commercials. Stop it. So wheat and sugar. Nuts. It's not sugar. Sugar. But cinnamon's not in the base game. It's just in the aisle, right? So it wouldn't be in this recipe. And then we've got, oh my God. Well, it's a custard, so I kind of feel like it has to have eggs. I feel like it has to. Milk. Screw it. It's not it. I knew it wasn't going to be. I was just like, I don't feel like trying to figure out if it's real or not. Okay. So, what else makes custard custard? Vanilla. But we tried wheat and vanilla and sugar and eggs, yes? For when we were trying cannoli? Okay, that was disjointed. Stop that. Okay. Nope. You really don't like that. Okay, so not vanilla. Maybe. Who the hell knows? What else is over here? Butter. It's not going to be that. I feel like eggs have to be in custard. Is there no sugar? There is no... There is no butter in the custard base. I feel like that's not it. This is the problem with doing it late at night. Well, not late, but late for me. Okay, he was happy about all of that. Damn it. All right. said it before. I'm going to say it again. If I could just see, he gets happy. But if it's a recipe I've already unlocked, show me a preview of what I'm about to make. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so if it's, maybe we're just going to ignore the fact that there's wheat involved, like that there's flour. Sugar. Nope. This is the problem. The problem is I start to get frustrated, and then I just start using up all the ingredients. Yeah, he's not happy about that. Get rid of that and put this in here. Maybe it's sweet. It's not that. Okay. It's crepes. All right. That's okay. That's okay. I should have known. I should have known earlier that when I was on such a roll that it was going to peter out and peter out quick. All right, what else is down here? Is there anything else down here? This red velvet cake. Oh, crap. It's 5 ingredients, too. I don't like it. What makes red velvet? Is it beets? I can't remember. Isn't there something, like, isn't there a weird ingredient that makes it red? Or is that, like, something that I feel like I heard somewhere once and it's not true? I've only had red velvet cake once in my life. Like, what makes it red? Red food coloring? Is it really? I thought it was done with, like, another food. What makes red velvet cake red? Red velvet cake gets its red color primarily from a chemical reaction between the cocoa powder in the batter and acidic ingredients like buttermilk or vinegar. However, most modern red velvet cakes achieve their vibrant red hue through the addition of... Why did I think it was done with, like, a vegetable? Or a fruit? Beet juice. Ha-ha! What originally gave red velvet cake its color. Okay, good. I was like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. But it also made it super moist. I know beets aren't for everyone, but when I was a kid, I loved them. But we don't have beets in the game, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So what would we use to make it red? I feel like we don't have beets, so... And we don't have vinegar. Where are the ingredients? Please give me ingredients. That is not it. Did I skip them? There they are. Okay. Cake flour, baking soda, cocoa powder. Okay. Butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla, vinegar, and buttermilk. I think there's a lot in there that I would not... I feel like it's gonna have to be something red. Alright, we'll go for wheat. I saw butter. Did I see eggs? I did see eggs. And then... cocoa. Why do I feel like it's gonna be a red fruit, though? Like gooseberries. Ain't that. Remy says, hell no. I feel like this is why I have avoided this one. Sugar. That's not where sugar lives. Here. This isn't it. Nope. Birthday cake. Which makes me wonder... if we're not getting it from a chemical reaction, would it be something silly like that? It's not. Ugh! And it was a boba. Alright. Well, I don't think I have the patience for that. Excuse me? Like, I am online. Why would you say that? But... considering I don't think I had any here. Appetizers are done. I'm missing one of these. And I'm missing 3 of these. So I had 8 and I got 4 of them. So 50% win is pretty awesome for cooking, honestly, in this game. All right, so Eternity Isle, I feel like I've been struggling. I'm not going to do more on the... Oh, God. All right, Buscon Queso. I know I've tried this one. This one pisses me off. The barbecued brilliant blue starfish. Because most things that are named the same end up being the same recipe, and then it's obvious what you switch out, and barbecued pretty pink starfish is the starfish plus paprika, but this is not the starfish plus paprika, which is frustrating. I want to say I've tried several of these. Sandworm carpaccio plate. I don't think I've tried this because I don't think I had an abundance of sandworms. Takoyaki stick. I can't remember if I've tried this one. What goes in a carpaccio plate? What is it? Where is it? Recipe. No, I don't want you to tell me the recipe from the game. Beef carpaccio. That does not look appealing. What goes into it besides beef? It's really thinly sliced to the point where the picture makes it look like it's a paste. Like they smeared it on the plate. I'm not saying it won't taste good, and I'm not saying I wouldn't try it. I'm just saying the picture does not make it look appealing. It reminds me of like dog food. Like someone took it and smeared it on a plate. That's what it looks like to me. All right. Baby arugula, olive oil, salt, lemon juice, Dijon mustard, egg yolk, and tomatoes. So if we take sandworm's not a fish, right? Did I miss it? Sandfish. Is it seafood? What is it if it's not those things? Where do you live? Who are you? Did I miss it in the fish? Okay. Is it in here? It is. Why is it in here? That doesn't make sense to me. Why is it in there? Okay. How about tomato? No. What's the other thing it said? Lemons. No. Okay. Canola. No. Dijon mustard, an egg yolk, black pepper. None of those things seem right. Egg. No. Okay, so what makes a carpaccio plate a carpaccio? Capers, which we also don't have. Fantastic. What are you? It's still got that arugula or whatever on it. So is it a leafy vegetable? Not vegetable. Seasoning? This thing? But is it basil? Is it mint? Is it oregano? Is it paprika? Is it majesty? Is it anything, anywhere, ever? Garlic. No. Is it agave? No. Okay. What makes a carpaccio a carpaccio? Is it raw? Thinly sliced raw beef or veal. Yeah, typically seasoned with olive oil, lemon juice, salt, and pepper. Arugula. We don't have... Alright, what kind of cabbage? No. Brussels sprouts are not from here. Celery ain't right, but why not? Green beans. Do green beans come from the Vale? Lettuce. I don't remember where. It'd be nice to see, like, some attribute. It's seaweed. Radicchio. That's from the Vale. That's not helpful. Onion. Yeet. Nope. Mushrooms. Nope. Spinach. Leafy vegetable. Well, shit. Parmesan cheese. Let's just for shits and giggles. Alright. Is there another oil I'm not thinking of? Soya. No. A second sandworm. No. Peanut oil. No. Rice. But if it's not lemon, is there another fruit it might be? No. Okay. So what makes a carpaccio a carpaccio? What makes a carpaccio a carpaccio? Finished with capers and onions. But I tried onions and it got cranky. So, thinly, okay. How about a fish carpaccio? It's not a fish though. Recipe. That's not how you spell recipe. Recipe. There we go. Fish carpaccio. Wait, look. Arugula and capers, which we don't have. All right. Known for its thinly sliced raw meat. Oh, well. Should I go through all of the thingies? What? No. Okay, so cumin was there. And garlic. And ginger. And cinnamon. And bite me. And continuing to bite me. I think I tried all the rest, right? So... No. Leave me alone with your advertisements. Okay. Fresh fish. Dressing. Vinegar. Chili. Chili aioli. Nope. Could I just go through all of this? Visual appeal. The colorful ingredients and dish arrangement make it visually stunning and appetizing. The ease of preparation. I mean, it does look, this is very pretty. This fish one that I'm looking at is very colorful. So, mirin. Tomato juice. Lime zest. Chopped cilantro. Chili oil. See, I wonder if I could just Iron Man my way through it. Can we just Iron Man our way through it? Cabbage was not... Is cabbage the aisle? I don't frickin' remember. Seriously, I can't remember. Now, would they have put... I would imagine you wouldn't put, like, meat and fish in the same... Like, that wouldn't be what you would do, right? Okay. Well, Remy says no, so I guess we'll trust Remy. Almonds. Coffee. We'll make a sandworm coffee. Dates. Cosmic figs. All the no. Well, nestling pear. Why do you have to be such a pain in my ass? Wheat. Rice. See, this is where I'm gonna forget what can go into what. Beans? Are beans? I don't remember. It's not. I bet it's not milk. Butter. I already tried canola. Egg. Did I try cheese? Did I actually chuck that in there and try it? Yes. There's only 2 freaking ingredients in this, man. How is it this much of a pain in the ass? It wouldn't be a second fish. Or I guess this is not technically a fish. Skeleton fish. No. What the hell? Octopus. How many blue starfish do I have? Oh, I have 23. Maybe I could try it again. I already tried agave. Should I just go through all of the veggies? Remy's like, don't do it. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Why is this so difficult? Brussels sprouts don't come from there. Cauliflower doesn't come from there. Celery does. I can't remember where green beans come from. I feel like it might be the veil, but I don't remember. Chilies. It has to be sandworm. The sandworm is in the title. Eggplant. A leek. I tried lettuce already. Yes. Mushrooms. Doesn't seem like it fits. Like there's like a whole like tart vinegar situation happening. These are not okra. And I tried onion already, and you were like, no. I don't remember where radish comes from, so we'll just check it in. Ring squash is not here. Pumpkin. That pumpkin did not look like it was going to fit in that pot. Turnip, I don't think is right, but we tried this. Yes. Yum. Tomato. Zucchini. I don't understand how I can try all this stuff and none of it seems to work. Banana. Almonds. Cherry. See, none of this should... None of this makes sense now. Oh, so mad. Okay, I was like, wait. Coffee. No. I'm like... How? How and why? This is what it always devolves into. And the only reason I'm even bothering to do it like this is because there's only 2 ingredients. If there were more than 2, I wouldn't even bother. I would just be like, well, I'll look it up. Because this is ridiculous. Because I've looked up the recipe and none of it makes sense. I already tried the grains. What else is in here? Milk. Doesn't make any sense. Cheese. Butter. I don't remember where beans come from. I think they come from Eternity Isle. Eggs. Oh, man. Yeah, and now we're like 15 minutes over. Scorpion! I think I already tried peanuts, but who cares? We're gonna try it again. Ruby lentils. Nope. Soya, I'm pretty sure I'd already tried that. The only thing I haven't tried in totality is fish. And seafood. Alright. This is where I say I don't care anymore. What is this? Sandworm carpaccio plate. Yeah. What is it? I'm gonna be super mad. Right? We're gonna be mad? Where is it? What? And melon? I thought melon was from the aisle. I'm sorry, I don't understand that. None of the recipes it all hinted at tangy. And melon doesn't strike me as tangy. I'm not even gonna... That's fine. We'll just let it go. We'll just let it go. All right. What is this called? Sandworm carpaccio plate. Oh, this is a appetizer? Okay, we are already alphabetical. Good for us. Good for us. No. Why did you go down so far? Don't do that. Yeah, I don't understand this one. And melon. All right. So we looked at 9 recipes. We got 4 of them with almost no effort, and we looked one up and we left the other 4 for another day. But 4 is better than 0, which I have had multiple sessions of trying to cook in this game where the results was I got 0. Or I had to look up everything that I was trying to cook. But that's okay. I knew it was a risk doing cooking. I knew it was a risk. And look at all this food I have to eat now. Oh, goodness. My back is angry. It just means I need to stretch, really. That's all it really means. Okay. I do need to wrap it up because we are over 3 hours. Don't look at that. Ooh, don't have the hiccups. Please don't let me have the hiccups. All right. There it is. But yeah, there's several of these I've tried. Burrito. And yeah, if I had remembered which vegetables and fruits and stuff, I would have obviously hit the melon. But I looked at it and went, that's from the veil. And then I was wrong. Oh well. It's my own fault. Pulled pork. That sounds delicious. I don't need food. I am still full from dinner. Sweet and sour stir fry. Most of the things I have not opened up are five recipe. 4 and 5. There's obviously a few, like croissant. It's 2. I don't know if I've even tried for a croissant. Maybe. Oh well. Eventually I'll get there. Fruit milkshake. I feel like some of these I just haven't actually tried anything yet. Pear upside down cake. Stop thinking about how delicious everything sounds. You're not hungry. Don't look at the food. All right, we're not looking at the food. So I have no idea when this is going to... Well, this is going to be done in 5 days, but I have no idea when the next Star Path is coming out. So we'll just see how long we have to wait. I'm hoping it's only an extra week, but I don't know. So we'll just keep plugging along. I don't know. Oh, yeah. And thank you for hanging out and keeping me company as well, listening to me get frustrated with cooking. There are some things that I've seen suggested that it would be really nice to help out with the cooking, but it's okay. Sometimes you just have to sit there and kind of grind on it and just accept the fact that it's gonna be a roller coaster of feelings. But I'm looking at the 9th. The 9th, I don't think I have anything planned, so I should be here on Sunday like usual. I don't think I have anything coming up on any of my stream days, but who knows? I think I'm gonna be playing less unless I get a wild hair and I'm like, I'm gonna play this random game. But that's the beauty of just following your whims, right? Or feeling like you want to be cozy and just comfortable and go, I know what I'm doing in this game. Even if I demonstrate regularly that I may not know what I'm doing in this game. But yay. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, night time, wherever you are, whenever you are. And I will see you next time. Bye. you